All right. Got a sound check going on here. Sound check. Sound check.
Hey there. Did you know that in order to fly drone?
Sound check. Sound check. Sound check.
Sound check.
Oh, good. Sounds good. Just getting ready. I'm almost ready. I'm probably going to start a little early today, so. There we go. I said I clipped so bad last week that I had to double check to make sure that everything sounded better. I mean, it was really bad and I was clipping like crazy. So I got to make sure we don't. I turned the gain down a little bit on my filter, so that should help. Hey guys, how you doing? Got a bunch of folks in here popping in. All right. I think actually I did not know that. Oh man, we've got a. Let's see here. Hopefully the live stream will become a little more settled there. I got a red light there. Hopefully that tends to smooth out. It should smooth out to hopefully yellow. So that's why I want to take a few minutes to kind of settle in here. I did not expect to put up the link that I put up. The FAA Drone Advisory Committee met today. I haven't been watching a lot of the other streams, the other we call so-called news streams. I'm not really a news stream. I'm more of a, shoot the breeze and hang out stream. But there's a little bit of news that I think everybody should check out. So if you look at the link up there, FAA Drone Advisory Committee replay. I'm actually going to go to that site if you want to make note of it. So I'm going to go to I'm going to just punch over to the FAA site. Hold on here. Let's see if I can. Let's see. I had it all set up there right here. Now it's the FAA Facebook page. So I'm going to go to my display channel really quick. This is the opening statements made by the Secretary of Transportation, Elaine Chao. And she basically kind of sets out her mission of the FAA when it comes to UAV. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not a technical UAV folk, So, but but I am very interested in the direction we're going, because it's going to make a big difference into what I do and what everybody else I think decides to do too. But check this out. I have not listened to the entire thing. I will play a little bit of her. I think I've got it started or set at a place where she's talking about data-driven decision making. I think that's kind of the hip term, basically to basically throw out there is data-driven decisions. Data-driven, data-driven, meaning that you use like real information to determine where you move. If everybody believes that everything's data driven, I think I have something to sell you. That's mostly it is, but that data also includes political data. So, all right. So, good. Hear me? Thank you. I got Brock in the house. Let's see. You got top chat. Let's go to live chat here. Tim Jackson in the house. Renee Labastide, 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 Labastida. Renee Labastida. There we go. Droner MX. We'll just call him Droner MX, and that's probably what he wants. Tim Jackson. Tim said he was going to leave me a question here. I am now reading that question. The new update with the Mavic 2, it says something about gestures. Did you find gestures within the app for the Mavic 2? Well, gesture control. I I didn't look for it because I think gesture control is kind of a waste of my life. The last thing I want to do is act more stupid than I already do when it comes to, hey, Dennis is driving. Good. That's okay, man. You can hang out with us. You can listen. So the question by Tim was, did I find find gesture within the app of the Mavic Air 2? Um, Crap. I'm not, like I said, I haven't even looked for gesture. I'm assuming that it has gesture control capability. I'm just gonna check out in the Fly app. I really hate the Fly app. I think I've made that pretty much clear. So let's go to the Fly app. Let's go to camera view. I just want to look in the menus. Let's see. I just want to see if there's any gesture control. Gestures, gesture controls. Take a picture. All that crap that I've never used. I've never done a gesture control picture, photograph, or any kind. So to control unit gimbal. FP. I'm just looking for anything that has. I think if you're going to look for gesture control functionality, I'm guessing that's what you're asking for. You probably have to go to the. Oh, I did do an update, but you probably have to go to the the manual to look at what gesture controls. I'm sure it has the universal gesture controls. So basically, it said that it offered an extended gesture control. I did actually go through the menu. Let me just see here really quick. I'm just going to look at. Let's go over here really quick. I'm starting to open up a lot of windows. That's not good. Let's see, DJI Fly app firmware. Let's see if I can get that. Let's see if I can get that a print out of that. Firmware update. Oh, I did not think I was going to get here. Let's see. New firmware released. I think this is it. I don't know what that's the new one here. No, that's not new. MA2. This is the update. How to do it. I mean, crap. That doesn't take a lot of effort. Battery saw. Let's see how to share. Yeah, I actually was putting together a video on that. I did record it and then I just bagged it because it's just not interesting and nothing really. I'm trying to think of what I think one of the big things that was on there was what the heck was it? It was there was nothing big, but it was all small stuff. It had something to do with HDR. I can't remember. I'm not even going to go there. Hey, drone worship in the house. Hey, since Dan has popped in, we are going to talk about the ANAFI. So let's go back. Let's get out of here. So I just wanted everybody to know. Let's just go back to make sure you check out the FAA's. This is their committee meeting, so make sure you check that out. This will give you the up to date. This is their their up to date current meeting. There and it basically there's a giant. Let's see if I can see their 15-minute break. But this right there, it's their Zoom meeting. So there's all the participants for the FAA Zoom meeting. So I'm not gonna waste your time. I suggest you listen to the keynote by Elaine Chao, who was not there. So what's interesting is the secretary was not present. So Elaine, the Secretary of Transportation, of course, was not present for the meeting. So I guess she's too important to handle this meeting. So let's see. I don't care about the FAA with the FSU, and I haven't cared since the flying drones. I do my thing, and they do theirs, and they can stay away from me. my only deal was, if you were interested in that, I put a link there. All right. So that's kind of where that's going to end today. It is Friday, guys. Last thing we want to do is, here is the Facebook link. I did put that Facebook link in there. So check that out if you're so inclined to be bored for an hour and 50 minutes. There you go. Things changing in the UK. So yeah, I'm not going to waste your life right there. So let's get out of there. Let's go back to, let's actually, let's get the heck out of there. Let's go back to the main. But let me get where the heck is my chat stream? Let's throw the chat on there. Where the heck is that? See if it pops in. There we go. All right. So where I wanted to start is, first of all, I want to start with what's behind me right there. Right there. That is the Parrot ANAFI. So, and now that's supposedly the cool one, the cool version of it. That is the military version, which has 3 different cameras. It has like I said, a super zoom. Then it has basically a wide angle, and then I think it has a thermal camera. It has all 3 of those. Of course, it's got beefier suspension. They widened the body, it looks like, and then they made the gimbal a little more beefier. I can imagine the consumer drone is going to be a lot like what it already is. I can't. This is the one thing that I want us to check out though. Here, I'm going to go to the display channel really quick, and I want us to look at something really, really quick on the ANAFI, and that's in this little video down here. Okay, there's a little video right here. Check out that right there. That is a controller. Now, this is what's interesting. Is that the controller they're going to put with the consumer drone, meaning that they're going to integrate the phone inside, because you can see it says Samsung right there. Are they going to integrate the phone inside of the control body? That would be huge. That would be really, really, really cool if they would make the controller better. So, all right, I want us to kind of I want you to kind of just think about that a little bit. Thinking about the Parrot ANAFI, first of all, is it worth a crap? Okay, I think there's a lot of us that have an interest in the Parrot ANAFI. I love Parrot products, by the way. But if the new Parrot comes out and they have a new controller, it's supposed to come out tomorrow. We're talking the 20th, or I think the 20th. They're saying they're supposed to announce. So, all right, so let's go. Let's go back down through the list. Old Fart in a GoPro. Hey, how you doing? Good evening. Of course. To my friend Drone Worship and Dennis Lovelady. It's so great to see you guys. Tim Jackson. Hopefully I answered your question. I didn't, as far as the gesture control, I'm not a huge fan of that kind of gizmo. I'm not even a huge fan of tracking. I did 2 tracking videos and it was just annoying. The best way to I guess tracking, if you're going to use your tracking display to hold an object while you orbit. Now that's something that's worth a while. Of course, Drone Worship said, hey, heck with the FAA. I don't really care. No clear information about gesture mode. Okay. All right. So I don't know. I think gesture mode is going to die a death that it should die. Let's see. Of course, the UK is basically, they just had a ruling on the Gatwick incident. Somebody won $250,000. The family that was basically harassed, which is way cool. So that's yay for the Yay for the consumer in that one, and people basically making unnecessary claims and harassing people that are flying drones and having a good time, right? Uh, hey Dan, it's been really cool watching your night flights. By the way, um, I've I've got my controller. My biggest problem, like I said, has always been goggles. So it seems like you have to have like expensive goggles, right? Let's see. Let's see. Here's port. Thank you very much. Let's see. They already made my life hell. The FAA, yeah, they just freaking took our hobby and and they do what they want with it. Sam's, hey, how you doing? Chattanooga, Tennessee. Says, hey, random, your building project is really taking shape. Thank you very much. It is, and I'll talk a little bit about that. Actually, I have a video I want to show you later. So it's not a video on my project. It's actually kind of a movement that's going on. And this, to me, this is the coolest idea. It is not drone related whatsoever. So if you're interested in seeing a really cool video, that I watched on, it's something called Garage Bars. Okay, it's this thing right here. And it's kind of a movement going on because of COVID-19. People have basically have been turning their houses. Look at that garage. That's a double stall garage turned into a full size bar. That's probably a 40-foot bar front. That is cool as crap. Um, Invite your neighbors in, have them come in, have a place to sit and chill out. And then they can, and it's neighborhood based. So you walk in and you walk out. Okay. Nobody's driving. Everybody's just basically hanging out, maybe walking down a certain street. You have 4 or 5 different garages that have been turned into basically home pubs. That's kind of cool. And of course, I just thought that was kind of neat. But there's a video on that I'll show you later. I thought that was just a really cool idea. So, totally going away from the Parrot ANAFI. So, oh, nice blurry freaking screen there. Yeah. How'd that happen? There we go. Come on, find me. What's up with that? Anyway, why my computer back there just died off. I had a really cool picture of oh, I think it restarted on me. Anyway, it had the. So anybody have anything to say about any of the rumors about maybe a new controller for the Parrot ANAFI? Anybody have anything that's kind of cool about that? Is anybody excited about a Parrot ANAFI? Does anybody even care? Do they? Now I've had the luxury of flying the first version of the ANAFI. I haven't flown the version 2. Version 2's just got a beefier. It's got a beefier suspension, I guess. I never had any problem with the version 1, except for the fact that when one of the props hit a giant flying beetle, it exploded the prop off and the drone went flying to the ground. But it basically suffered no damage. Let's see. You have to give. It says going back to FPV drone worship says I'd have to have a good time. You have to get the Fat Shark Scouts. They're pretty decent for a good price, and you can wear glasses. A Fat Shark Scouts. I just envy people flying FPV right now. I watched Drone Worship's one he put up last night, and then also I watched Dobo put one up also, which was really cool. But he had the DJI setup in it, and let me tell you something: the 1080p freaking DJI. I don't know, man. It once again, the evil empire owns FPV too. That is an amazing technology. Let's see. Yeah, gesture mode. Let's see. Dennis Lovelady. I think gesture mode was good for one thing only, and that was the ability to set a timer for a picture selfie. I guess that's true when you're hanging out, and you want to get a quick picture. Guys, to me, it's already bad enough that I'm, already doing this with the thumbsticks and stuff, and to be doing this to my drone, going, or, all that crazy stuff. That just makes you. I think that just makes it more weird. Let's see. I'm going to do autonomous stuff. I want it to be complicated. I would rather plan a mission and just follow me or tracking. Think about this. What if you could plan a drone worship? You'd think this is a good idea. what if you could plan an FPV drone flight? Totally fly a totally an autonomous FPV flight, not with a GPS drone. Well, I guess it'd have to be a GPS drone. Um, you know, adding a GPS to an FPV flyer. I wonder if that's even possible, where you could plan out like a really cool flight and it would just buzz around at 50 miles an hour and not run into anything. That would be kind of interesting. I wonder if that can be like merged together. I thought that'd be kind of interesting. And I agree that gesture mode is lame as crap. I almost picked up the Anafi one the other day. Yeah, it's $400 right now. And then I saw the 2 is coming out. Yeah. See, that's the problem, well, anytime a drone is on sale now, it's the Anafi has never been lower than $440. 445 is what I bought my Anafi. I think I bought it for 450 when I bought mine, and then I sold mine for, I don't know, 390 or 400. I don't know, 410, 415. But it was fun flying it. My problem is I don't, kind of like with my Evo 2. I mean, my Evo 2's gone. I sold it already. It's out of here. And I'm actually looking for a 6K right now. It's either a 6K or I wait it out. And then I check out the Anafi when it comes out. If nothing happens, if the Anafi looks like a bust and they don't do anything new with their controller, because to me, if I'm going to buy the Anafi right now, and it has to have a new controller, it has to have this. Okay, it has to have this controller, guys. It has to have that right there, whatever that is. It looks a lot like that controller. Looks a ton like the controller for the what am I thinking of? The Xiaomi drones. That's what it looks like to me right there. But that is the a phone basically inside of the, and I can tell it's a phone because it says, if you look at it, it says Samsung to the left, and it looks like it goes inside of the frame. So you slide the phone in the frame and then you plug it in. That's kind of what it looks like. It says it can just be very complicated to integrate a green cube into a Betaflight system. I'm guessing what you mean green cube would mean basically the GPS mode. See, the true meaning of drone includes autonomous flight. FPV craft are never drones. Oh, interesting. Hey, Tim Jackson, how you doing? In Australia, the Anafi one is about 900. Whoa, that's way too much money for that. Tim, do not buy an Anafi for $900. No way. Not even worth. Guys, it's barely worth. I think the Anafi, the way it's set up now, is about a $350 drone. 300 to 400. That's it. It was way overpriced at $699. And that's one of the reasons why they had trouble selling it at first. But they did have some interesting camera functions. I really do like the 90-degree swivel camera. I think you do not get props in the shot when you fly it. And it flies just like the Parrot Bebop. And then with the FPV goggles, the ones with your phone, it actually really makes the flight experience neat. It's FPV like, but it's not the same. You don't have the same control. You don't have the same lift control. You're still being GPS guided. So my second drone Spark had gesture mode, but never the Spark had gesture mode. And that was kind of what, the Spark at first never had a controller, so it almost needed gesture mode. Yeah, old fart in a GoPro. I did sell my Evo 2, so I'm sitting pretty right now. I look at it as I really wanted. I think I should have bought the 6K at first anyway. I think I screwed up with that. So now I have to decide whether I want to buy. I watched I watched one of the channels that I like. Let's see, what's it? 800. Hold on, I gotta look them up here. There, I'll just look them up on my phone. I hate it when I can't remember people's account. Let's see. Uh, it's 808 State. Okay, so if you watch 808 State, he bought one and he did 2 videos on it. He's in Hawaii. Um, and he's on the Big Island. And 808, he basically, I chatted with him a little bit today through messaging, and he's tickled with it. You know, he had all the same problems I had, less the toilet bowl, probably because he's not trying to hand launch or anything. He did have a massive setup issue with his Evo 2, but we went through 3 different firmware updates. So he had to go through all the firmware updates, which takes a long time. It takes a while. And then you get this long beeping process, just like he said. It actually beeps. It got so bad beeping that it was kind of made me uncomfortable. Um, but I didn't think it didn't last 4 hours. I think at the most I spent, if you look at all the updates that I put in the Evo 2, I love the Evo 2, by the way, guys. I am not a, if you were to tell me right now, hey, I want to buy out Evo 2, would you recommend it? Absolutely, I would recommend it. Not even a question. And if the FAA does what it, and Dan, Drone Worship says he doesn't care what the FAA says, but I do. If the FAA goes by the way of making flight restrictions, hefty, and the drone community starts to, input, more controls than I want inside the controller, so, you just can't take off. You can't, all those crazy things, where it starts to like take control of the drone. I don't want that. I'll go find an Evo 2 right now and maybe leave the drone hobby. Maybe go to FPV flying so I can be in the drone hobby and still have fun with it. But I'm worried about that. Guys, I have a lot of interests, and you guys know that. You guys know one of my interests, right here. This is my, you know, where the heck is where the heck is that here? Hold on here. Where in the heck is my guest visit? I can't remember where I put that. I think I'll leave it right there. Anyway, my interest is finishing my bar shed. That right now is my project that I've got going on. It's going great. If you have not seen the progress, I did a 360 video. I went through with my 360 camera. Guys, I am still a huge fan of the 360, the Insta360 1R. I love that camera. It is so easy to use. So I like it better now than the gimbal cameras. I think I'm going to sell both gimbal cameras and just use the 360 1R. I like the oversaturated colors for doing video because that's what you want anyway. So anyway, moving on here. Ray Kelly, hey, how you doing? Let's see, Renee. Let's see. I have seen several accidents with Parrot drones. I do not like it. Accidents with meaning that from the point of I don't even look for accidents, but if you have a video or you have a link that you want to put up, you can do that. If you've seen, what do you mean by accidents? That's I guess my question. Like incidences with the FAA or incidences with, like accidents with people, like drones hitting people. Just let me know what you think about that. Ray Kelly, it's always good to see you. Let's see. Kai, how you doing, Kai? Friedrichsen, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you popped in. We've got a lot of good topics. Right now, if you're new to the channel and you're just popping in, I've got a picture of the Parrot ANAFI thermal. But this is the controller for the new Parrot ANAFI. Now, I know we're not going to get the thermal as the consumer version. We're going to get this thing. So let me just flip down through the pictures. Look at that though. Look at that prop. Look at that the rear edge of the prop. I mean, Parrot is constantly doing cool. And that prop is definitely thicker too. That is a thicker prop. But look at that. I guarantee that there is a camera array on the new consumer drone. I guarantee it has an array and they was thinking like an iPhone array. that the new Parrot is going to have one of these with three different lenses that you can go click, click, or click. So you can go wide angle, you can go zoom. So you'll have an optical zoom, an instant optical zoom. Now I think that's interesting. But I don't know what the third camera would be. Probably, I don't know. Maybe. Lon got kicked out again. Well, I don't know what he freaking put up there. Lon, I didn't kick out your message, so I don't know what you're putting up, man. Coast to Coast Drones. Hey, how you doing? So, Parrot. Let's see. Parrot. Parrot is gonna probably coast like 1150. But what would a consumer do with FLIR? The new Parrot is gonna probably cost like 1150, assuming it does have FLIR. What would the consumer do with FLIR? I don't know. I would love to have a FLIR camera. I would. I would love. I have coyotes out where I like to hike, and I'd like to go see where the coyotes are hanging out. I'd like to, I live in a place where there's lots of wildlife. To me, a FLIR camera would be fun. Hikers, hey, when I'm looking for Craig on my distance flights, it's easier with a FLIR camera. Everybody thinks Craig is somebody fake, man, but I'm going to prove it once and for all. If Parrot has a FLIR camera, you're gonna see Craig finally by the rock. Okay, sick of this. I'm sick of these doubters thinking that my friend Craig is fake. Okay. At Coast to Coast, I just throw you on moderate. Thanks for popping in. 1150. Does anybody think 1150 is too much? Man, remember $799 is what the Parrot costs. They're basically just saying, hey, we're gonna sell our same drone and we're just gonna raise the price by $200. Oh my gosh. But I'm big into this. If they do this right here, guys, if they change the controller. Okay. Let me just play this video just a little bit. That's cool as crap. He's not doing anything though. He's just looking through the screen. But that's the different views. That's the different views that they're getting with the different cameras. Oh, there we go. Oh man, there was another instance of the. Let's back it up a little bit and see if we can see more of the controller. I'm trying to get some views of the controller. Then I'll make it a little bigger. We can check that out. There's the left-hand side. All right, so we have another stick. We can't see any buttons. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I think they played it already over, so I can go over to here really quick. So interesting. Assuming that that's not a demo controller, just for, just to keep people from, I don't know. I guess you'd have to. Yeah, a new pair. Yep, Lon. There's a new Parrot consumer drone. And these guys over here, the Drone XL, have been talking about it. They're the only ones that really have put it out there. This is the drone right here, and that's the old thermo drone right there. You can buy this thermo drone here for $1,700. But there's the props. There's the FLIR front. Now here's the body, and the body does look wider. But those props are definitely bigger, I think. They said it's as quiet or more quiet than the old one. So there's the old one. Look at how paper thin those props are. I guess it looks the same. It looks shorter, for sure. It looks shorter, actually. Different battery, damn it. Oh, man. Different battery, guys. So they're going to make us buy all new batteries. Now, how does someone want to explain to me why there's only 3 likes and there's 19 people here? Come on. Thanks. Appreciate you, Drone Worship. See, Tim Jackson, I love the MA2, but it would have been a heck of a lot better if it had side sensors and top sensors. They're just, guys, all they did was remarket. Hey, Jet Martin's in the house. All I got to do is say at Parrot ANAFI and Jet drops in. I'm speaking Jet's language. Maybe he'll become my friend again. Jet got disinterested in me once I dropped my Anafi. But guys, I'm a Parrot fan. I'll go back into the Parrot. I'm not married to any woman at this point when it comes to drones. The only one I got a kind of a crush on is my Mavic Mini. It's so cheap, and to get rid of it's kind of a waste, so I might as well just keep it. Jet's in the house, yes. Uh, Out of my pocket, too high with a cost $1,100. Yeah, and then of course they'll have a fly more combo. You know how that works. Next thing you know, you're out 1,300 or 1,200, or depending on how they want to market it. But it looks a little shorter. I don't know what this is. If this is actually something that looks like that's definitely a dipole antenna. That's hanging out of there. I don't know if that's a good thing, because they originally had the antennas in the right here, and then they actually beefed up the suspension with the new version, with the V2, with the version 2. So the suspension looks the same. This looks a little bit shorter. And this is metal. This looks metallic. This, I don't know, that I guess that was metallic, but it was brown. That is, maybe they just didn't paint it. But the same sensors, when you looked at the bottom of it, I didn't notice anything different. When it comes to the sensors, it'll have an optical and a sonic sensor. That's a nice beefy. I like that. It's a nice beefy arm. I like that. They need to be beefy like that. That reminds, but the Phantom 3 had a beefy arm too, and that thing broke all the time. Looks huge. David, you think this looks huge? I guess it could. I guess it looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it? I don't know. It's kind of it's in the not in the foreground, I guess, since that's maybe a. And then you have to look at that hand. Does that person have big hands? You know what that means? Big hands. Small controller. All right. Sorry, I've been busy doing web development. Jet Martin, you should be doing stuff. Hey, Jet, I'm sorry, I've been busy building freaking bar sheds. I'm doing my own crap too. Jet, don't feel bad, man. I appreciate you popping in. I'm just glad that something will come in and that you might be interested in popping in. Yeah, Coyote, he's basically Jet said, I'd be interested in FLIR camera. Like to check out the nightlife in canyons. So, but the problem with flying at night with a drone with no sensors, I guess you just got to keep the altitude where, it's going to be safe. I mean, that's just knowing the terrain. So this guy's sensors are another thing. It probably would have saved me on that when I crashed my Mavic Air 2. I probably wouldn't have crashed it if I did have side sensors, because the Evo 2 would not have run in that hill. It would not have. If it got even close to the hill, it would have popped up. If it got within 30 feet, it would basically move away. So no, Jet, I'm glad you're in, man. We always got big hands, big gloves. I've heard that one. Yeah, so I don't know. I think the FLIR camera would be cool. What you crash? Yeah, well, I crashed it, but it's fine. Jet, it's okay, man. Okay. It's just beefy enough that it flies good in the wind, and it's just light enough that it can take a side crash. Didn't even break a propeller. It just ground into the side of a hill. Got a little bit of damage. You look at that prop right there. And no, Dennis, I still haven't replaced the props yet. I'm too cheap right now. I'm too cheap with all the millions of dollars I'm making right now on YouTube. But I did, guys. If you remembered, if you watched my not the last video, but the video before then, I flew with this new CPL filter. So I had this circular polarizer on there. Needs to be adjusted. It was a little bit white, but yeah, I need to adjust my circular polarizer. I love circular polarizers, guys. That's the kind of video or in pictures that I like. I like the creaminess, what the polarizer does. Okay, it just makes it just creamy, kind of creamy in the video. So yeah, and the greens are really green and the blues are really blue. And I just love that. That's, just what I like. Um, but this camera, I dunked it in my pool. You know how stupid I was? I dunked it in my pool. I think I got lucky, but I decided to dunk it in my pool, and then what I didn't do, guys, and you never do this with a camera, is I forgot to shut that door right there. That little battery door right there. And at this door right here. So this door was wide open and I dunked it in the water. And of course, my battery started to short out. I pulled it out really quick, disassembled it. And this is the cool thing about this camera. Pulled off the battery, pulled it apart, and then got some compressed air and started blowing the crap out of this thing. I got air in every freaking orifice, and I just dried it. I didn't throw it in a bag of rice. I just dried it out, and it seems to be fine. So I dodged a bullet, guys. Dodged a bullet. But I love this camera. This thing is fun. It is so much fun. So easy to use too. I just love this. It's like a camera that you can just do anything to. And they got the 1-inch sensor for it too. Finally, the 1-inch sensor is $299, I think. So it's $300 for the 1-inch. So this becomes a 1-inch action camera for $299. And then they have another battery edition that goes this way. So not only can you use the camera this way, but if you flip it over like this, they have a extension battery that goes down here, and then you can hold the camera this way. It's just cool. I mean, I love that. I'm a huge fan of this camera. I'm sorry. I'm a Insta360 fanboy. And yes, it's only 1080p when it's in 360 mode, but who cares? I'll put the action camera module on, and I got a 4K. I'm 4K 60. So bam. Where is it? Oh, it's sitting over there. I'm not gonna get it. But the action camera mod, right there, bam, and then I put the cover on right there to protect the lenses, and so nice. I know I show you every week, but I love it. I have to show it to you every week. I love this camera. Love it, love it, love it. For long videos, it's a little bit tough. I guess for long videos, you don't use run it through its stabilization software. You just run it with it's called Basic, and it has basic stabilization. It doesn't have what they call oh crap, I can't even remember the damn stabilization name. Anyway, told you I'm getting old. Hey Dennis, you know what it's like getting old. Dennis is driving, so I can give him some crap. All right, big hands, big gloves, of course, and yes, yeah, the map. Thinking about getting one? Yeah, Jet Martin, get the Mavic Air. Why not? Mavic Air 2 is better than the Mavic Air 1. I'm just going to tell you that. If I could go backwards today and go back to the Mavic Air 2, right now the Mavic Air 2 is $1,400 with I think I saw it at $1,400. The Mavic 2 Pro, no, $1,500. The Mavic Air 2 Pro with the smart controller. Tell me, and yes, the Mavic Air 2 with the smart controller is a better camera drone in certain circumstances than the Evo 2 Pro. Not in flight time, but in other things. I guess smoothness in flight, familiarity with the app. The Go 4 app is involved, so the Mavic Air 2 is still a better drone. I don't know why Evo didn't change their controller, and maybe it's in their cards. Let's see. I've heard a lot of rumors, but I'm not sure if they will release one. What are we looking at? Releasing one of what? A Mavic 3? I'll be old in March. I'll hit 70. Ray, 70. All right, man. Ray, my dad is 73, so I think he's 73. 73 this July, something like that. I'm 52. We're 20 years apart, so he's 72. Can't be 73. He will be 70. No, he'll be, yeah. We're exactly 20 years apart. So he's 71, going to be 72. Crap, I gave my dad an extra year. He's going to be mad. Justin Anderson, hey, how you doing? Glad to pop in, man. 64, man. All right. We got lots of retirees here. Hey, next, let's see. I'm 52. In 3 years, I'll be able to join I'll be able to join a retirement community. I'll be able to play pickleball and golf unlimitedly. And we can ban kids. It says, I thought the Mavic Air does not work with the smart. It doesn't. It doesn't. They haven't done that yet. Hey, how you doing? Jake's Drone Life. How you doing? What is up? You guys are up is what's up. What's up is this freaking thing that's up on the screen right there. It's this crazy A freaking Parrot drone that we're staring at, trying to figure out what the heck they're doing. Trying to make the military happy, and then they put that crazy tail on the back, so it looks like a dragonfly with a big old tail. Old farting, let's see, 62. Let's see. Get to it. I'll get to it. I missed a job today, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to do the job. I just got told that I didn't do it. Always a boost of confidence. I could be your father, Luke. Can you buy variable ND filters for the Mavic Mini? Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. I believe so, because the Mavic Mini, I have NDPL filters for the Mavic Mini, but they're not variable. You can't spin them. Oh, he was saying, I'm not sure Parrot will release a consumer drone. They say they're not out of the consumer market. And it doesn't, I don't know what that means. I don't know what a consumer drone means to them. I guess non-military, and that, that means that is a firefighter a consumer? That's the question. I don't know. This obviously has a camera on it, but the current FLIR setup on the one that's available now is $1,700. You can buy that drone for $1,700. Let's see. No day. I think it's the Mavic Air 2 is a stretch. Yeah. Well, all they did was, it was stretch. It was a compact. All they did was they took the Mavic 1, or the Mavic Pro, and they just made it smaller. To me, that's all that you gain. And then they just did some tweaks to the camera sensor, and that's it. It's basically that drone. I mean, you can't, if I guess it flies a little bit farther because it's a lighter drone. Hey, William Minix. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. We are looking at possibly at a new consumer drone by ANAFI. I don't know why you would put the other ANAFI next to, why you would put them next to each other. Other than that, you're thinking about selling this to people. I just don't think that you can't discount the market. You can't just take and take all the drone enthusiasts that are out there and just discount them and say, we just want to sell these to the military. I think there's way more fish out there to fry. I think Parrot will make they will make an effort to sell it to consumers. There's just too much money out there. See, where did you hear the $1,100 price tag for the new Parrot? I don't know, man. That's what I think Lon said it back there. I think he's the one that's been throwing the rumors around. Maybe it was Drone U. I don't watch those guys any. I'm permanently off that channel right now. If I wanna hear whining and crying, I'll go downstairs and listen to my adult kids say there's no milk in the refrigerator. That's what it sounds like. Bro, read all the comments. Okay. Bro, since when was I your bro, Lon? Or are you talking about him? Yeah, if you go through the comments back here, where does it say 1100? It's somewhere back here. I'll be your bro, Lon. Let's see. Right there, 1150. Coast to Coast, sorry. Coast to Coast put it up. Coast to Coast Drone says the new Parrot is going to probably cost like $11.50, but what would a consumer do with a FLIR? $11.50 now. If the $11.50 included a FLIR camera, I would say that is it to make a consumer version of a FLIR version of a FLIR drone. I think is a big deal. I would buy it for that, just to see what it's like to have one. So going back, so Coast to Coast put it up, guys. Go back to the beginning. So let's see. Yeah, I saw that on Bill's channel over at talking about Bill BTDR. Let's see. Variable. Let's see. Someone posted filters for the Mini. David Baston. So if you do have a link to the filters, the variable filters for the Mini, like I said, the ones I have are not variable. But the ones I have are just cheap Sunny Life ones. Guys, for $25, I think they were $23 or something like that. They're just fine. It's a Mini, guys. It's not like I'm flying a freaking DSLR camera, man. I'm just flying a freaking Mavic Mini. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Hey, Ben, let me get you on the moderator. Thank you. Parrot is making LEA drones, okay? And let's see. Nah, the Parrot Thermal Fly More combo is $1,900. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because right now their thermal camera now is $1,700. And the last thing they're going to do is drop the price. The camera's going to become more expensive for sure. So Lon's correct on that with that assumption. Muy Aussie. Hey, nice to have you in, man. Thank you, Ben, for popping in, baby. I like the idea of not swapping filters. Too tricky. Think about a drone which has several lenses with different filters on it. Think about that idea for 1 second. I've got one drone flying with 3 different cameras, with 3 different setups and 3 different filters. Don't tell me that wouldn't be a game changer for a photographer. You could literally go on a flight, have it set up for a bunch of different shots, and you could basically take care of all your business and all that 25 minutes. I think that's a good idea. So, drone who? Drone who? Oh, I'll even say it, Drone U. We'll say their name. See, law enforcement for French police. Yep. They'll buy it. Ken Heron mentioned the price. Yeah, I didn't watch Ken Heron's channel. Ken usually doesn't go there. It usually can come up in his channel. He's not a Parrot guy. I don't think I've ever seen him fly a Parrot drone ever. I don't think I've ever seen him fly a Parrot Bebop or anything. He's a DJI fan. He just likes the quality, he likes the familiarity of it, and he's just one of those people that no matter what you tell him, if there's something else out there, he just is reluctant to change. And I think it's because once he becomes familiar or once he becomes really good at something, to him it makes no sense, and there's a lot of people like that. It makes no sense to make a change, It doesn't make any sense to switch over to, to make this drastic change where you have to relearn everything. Because his gig, his shtick is really not like being a drone reviewer. He wants to basically entertain. He wants to do his channel, and then of course he wants to be a purveyor of information and in bringing in experts. And that's probably the best way to do this gig is to bring in expertise and and you just moderate, and that's that's being a host, being a manager and a host. It's a heck of a lot easier than doing the grunt work. But he goes out of his way every once in a while to put something up. Let's see, Bill over at Coast to Coast Drones posted today about Maverick MA2 batteries melting. No way. Oh my gosh. Is Bill going to push ANAFIs? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll check out Bill at Coast to Coast. But he would have a little bit of information. He might get that he'll get the maybe the early look. He might also have a contact, which is always nice. So variable aperture. Variable aperture when it comes to what, the ANAFI? That would be cool. It would be nice to have two different cameras with two different sensors. An ANAFI with a 1-inch camera and a 1 over 2/3 camera. How about that one? Leo, law enforcement organizations, yes. There's nothing better than a FLIR camera with a law enforcement drone. I mean, if you need to throw something up really quick, you got somebody fleeing on foot. There you go. You just follow them with the drone, and then you can be a fat cop and you don't have to chase them, and you just do what good cops do, and that's basically chase them with the radio. Corral them up and keep them in a neighborhood, and then squeeze them out and catch them. That's the smart way of catching people, not running them down and that kind of stuff. Not even going there, guys. We're not going here. Parrot is not my thing. I like DJI. Sorry, guys. That's okay, man. Hey, Jake, man, I'm a drone fan. I am not a Parrot guy. I am not just a DJI guy. I'm not an Evo guy. I am a fan of good technology. I am a fan of drones. I am a fan of flying. I'm a fan of fun technology. So if it's going to make my life more fun, then I want to try it. Ken had a great horse riding video. I'll have to check that out. I'll every once in a while I scroll over there. And then especially if I get information from one of you guys saying, hey, there was something fun to watch, I'll go over there really quick. Yeah, every time, and Lon's right, every time a new drone comes out, there's always controversy. For example, oh, the battery melts, or like with the Parrot, oh, it's too fragile. I did not see the Parrot as being fragile at all. I had no camera issues. I had one broken prop, and I kicked it twice, and it still flew. I only replaced one prop. I only replaced the one prop that I broke. That was it. So when I sold it with let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 props. Bill, it says BDR, BTDR, not coast to coast. Okay, Kai, we call BTDR on this channel. We call him Voldemort. So we don't say his name. Just kidding. You can say the names you want. Bill's got his shtick, and Bill will be Bill. I just don't watch his stuff. I do kind of like Ron Brown a little bit. He's kind of fun. Ron's an interesting dude. Ron's definitely an interesting person. I know more about Ron than I think a lot of people know about Ron, because I'm a professional educator, and I can tell you, Ron is an interesting character. A good guy for sure. Very smart, I believe. Very smart. Let's see. Let's see. Bill. Let's see. Bill at Coast to Coast had two MA2 batteries melt with only a couple of flights on them. Wow. Holy crap. Variable aperture. Oh, variable aperture ND filters. Yeah. Equals ND filters. Thank you. Right. Because it changes it. I would love to have variable aperture on a consumer drone, like Ben Thornton, the Evo 2 1-inch has variable aperture, and I believe the Mavic Air 2 Pro has a variable aperture. Let's see, and Lon will he'll basically straighten that out if we're not saying something correct, right? Say, Lonardi's got a video about his melting batteries. Others have reported the problem also. Maybe a bad batch. I'm hoping it's a bad batch, guys. I've only got a couple of flights on every one of my batteries, man. Last thing I'd want to do is fly my drone. I guess it's hotter now. I guess the temperature changed. Yep, Ray, we are a lot of very strange folks, us drone people. We're all weird, including me. I'm more weird than any of them. All right, guys, I want to show you something really quick. Okay, now, I want to get away from drones for just a second. Okay, I want your, especially you older guys, okay? Now, it's kind of dangerous to go out, and we don't want to catch COVID or whatever our idea is, whatever. But we got really cool neighbors and we want to hang out, okay? So this is what I think everybody should do. Check this out right here, okay? This is the garage bar. Here we go.
Dave, what are you having over there?
There's a lot of thirsty people in Maplewood. There's a trend of building garage bars.
My name is John Garbarino, and I am the owner of the Gar Bar, which is a garage bar at my home. Did you try this? There's not a lot of options in these towns in New Jersey. It sort of fills the void of having a real close, walkable local pub that you would have in New York City. Because like it's spicy? I'm known for my Bloody Marys. There is no license required. We're not selling anything here. People just kind of walk over. My plans to create a bar in my garage really came from realizing that this really could be a better space than it was, where I was dumping all my crap. It's something that my wife has totally bought into because it's become such an important part of how we entertain people around town. Realized that they also had great spaces and they wanted to convert them, and so we've become good friends. People have asked me, what does it cost? It ended up being probably, $5,000 to $6,000.
To the Gar Bar!
Yay!
When I met John, it really opened my eyes to what having a cool bar in your garage could do.
Welcome to Smitty's Tavern.
A garage bar is no different than someone wanting to start a bar in their basement, but the fact that it's detached is great because you don't have to have people in your house being quiet. It gives it the ability to have the feel of a real bar. I kind of just looked around Pinterest, made many trips to Home Depot. I've spent probably a couple grand on it, and I just got the kegerator.
So is it an elevated man cave?
You could call it that. It's kind of a newish phenomenon. To me, the more the merrier.
Welcome to Sloppy Joe's, a perfect space to not be bothering the kids if we're having a drink after they've gone to bed.
I'll take a Miller Lite.
John's bar is definitely the most advanced of the bars, but I would probably prefer to come spend time at Sloppy Joe's. John doesn't always have the beer I like. We have a dartboard, some old Star Wars toys. We have a few little games. The name Sloppy Joe's, I didn't know it was a sandwich in America. It's just getting sloppy in England. I don't. So
Okay, what do you guys think about that idea? Okay, you can't tell me that that's my dream right there. I'm not a big drinker. Okay, so it's not that. It's not about that. It's about the experience. Could you imagine that with a drone theme? How freaking cool that would be. I was actually thinking about mounting a light at the top of my bar shed outside and making that drone like putting the like a controller on a table, and the controller will control how much air it blows down on your table. Isn't that freaking a cool idea? I'm gonna take my big giant 550 drone with 12-inch props, and I'm gonna hook it up to a power control, and then I'm gonna run it with the remote. Wouldn't that be the coolest freaking fan ever? That's guys, that's my dream right there. The garage bar. Yes. Guys, you got to love that. Okay? You got to love that idea. Hey, see you later, Dennis. But that's I just thought that'd be kind of cool. You take the the hangout. You got your local. If you looked at the video, it basically would flash to different parts of town. So everybody's basically doing this. Here, me just pop it in right there. Everybody's doing this in different parts of New York. Okay, because New York is facing COVID, right? So this is where this guy's look at this right here. You could literally walk through this neighborhood, and you could go to Smitty's Tavern, then the Sloppy Joe's, then the Gar Bar. Just one neighborhood to the next. Just walk down through your neighborhood. I just thought that was kind of interesting. So better have lots of spare motors running them. I figured could you run them on a really low speed without burning them out? That's all I was thinking. Run them down. I guess they run too hot, huh? Because you couldn't run them for a long time. I could put brushed motors on them, make it cheap, and modify it. All right. I just thought that was kind of fun. 2-meter rule in the UK, but does that count in your garage? Guys, if everybody's garages are spaced out far enough, you only get 3 or 4 different groups. Oh man. I just thought that was interesting. There were some really neat pubs. Let me see. Look, check this guy's out. Look at this. This guy actually spent $15,000 on just the doors. Just the doors were 15 grand on this garage. Obviously, this guy has some money. Okay, this is not a cheap building. But let's look inside here. Let's see if I can find out. There's the windows. I think the floor, he said, was imported from Belgium or something like that. You have to wear that purple fez when you go in there. He's got everybody. I just think that's cool as crap. Check that out. He's got skeletons. You could do themes for different holidays. That's just cool. I just love it. I just think it's great. Oh man, come on. The UK has got to do something like that. But this is the guy that kind of started the trend right here. So I just thought that was kind of fun. Won't be long till I turn my new hut into a neighborhood. Just don't tell the wife. My wife won't care. I just want a place where people can just pop in, and it's kind of like it's detached from my house. So you can be in your house and have your privacy, but outside you have your detached kind of life, Oh man. All right. I just thought I'd throw that idea out at you guys. Here, let me see if I can throw you I didn't take any pictures from my recent video up. Let me just find it here really quick. Hold on here. I gotta look at my own ads.
Did you know that just before
Right. I wanted to throw I thought I'd throw a screenshot there. I've got it all finished out though. I've got it all let's see. Let's see here. Just I'm trying to get a. I'm trying to throw here. I guess I can put my own freaking video up, huh? But anyway, I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, if you want to check out, the progress of Dad Randoms, now remember, guys, I am doing a with my project. I am doing a
it only gets better.
I am doing a giveaway. So let me see if I can find the. Let's see if I can get it around there. But it's kind of cluttered right now with stuff. But this everything's all filled in now. So that's the progress of the randoms outdoor pub right there. So, but I did all this with my 360 camera. So there it is. That's its current state. But these are all filled in. I call that the Franken wall because I use so much wood from different things. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. It says, "Hey, other topic. How far am I from Moab?" I'm probably. Let's see. Moab's way over in the east. It's straight east from here. So the problem is not the distance. It's the roads to get there. The roads, you have to wind around a lot. Probably, my guess is 4 hours. It's straight east, but you have to go through. You have to like drive on all these small roads. So straight east from me. So so what's cool about having a live stream? You can do all this. You can do all this searching stuff. So let's take down freaking Lane Chow. Let's take her down because she's basically spent too much time on our. So let's go here. Actually, let's go to Google Maps. And let's go. I got Google Maps. Oh no, I'm in the wrong freaking thing. Guys. I'm terrible here. I just want to throw a Utah map up here really quick. All right, here we go. All right, just so you can get an idea where I'm at. All right, so Moab is over here. Here's Monticello, Moab. So there's Moab right there. And that's me right down there. So to go to Moab, you literally have to, if you could go in a straight line, that would be really nice, but you can't. So you can go this way. A lot of people, but look what you have to do. You have to go down below here. You have to go through the Indian reservation. It's a beautiful drive. If you want to go through Monument Valley right here and see that stuff, that's beautiful. So if you wanted a really cool view route, you go from St. George down here, and then you'd go to up there. But if you're, so that's how you get to Moab. There you go. And let me see and if you want, of course, if you want to look at Moab, Moab's absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to look at pictures of Moab, that's the kind of crap you'll see when you're in Moab. Talk about drones. Some of the most beautiful views you ever could get. Some of the most best. And a lot of these are biking and walking trails. People are big into Red Rock biking there. So just gorgeous. Let's see. Here's some more views right there. Moab. Look at that. Isn't that freaking gorgeous? You want to look for rocks and a lot of red rocks. Check this photo out. That just looks like prehistoric stuff, isn't it? Could you imagine what you could do with your drone there? Speaking of prehistoric, there you go. There's Moab right there. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now, this waterfall here, I believe is done the same way as the one over by us. That's from the reservoir. And I can't, what's the name of that? There's no, does it have usually they'll give you the location of everything. But there it is. There's some of the photographs from there. So yes, it is prehistoric. But this is what a lot of people do out there. Moab's big into Red Rock biking and hiking. So yeah, look at that. That's that spiny back thing right there. If you ever remember your dinosaur movies that you ever watched right there. So, oh, absolutely, it'd be a great field trip for me. I would take, guys, 360 camera and my drones. I would rather have, if I was in Moab, I'd have my Evo 2. I would probably have 2 drones. Evo 2 if I had a Mavic, if I had a Mavic 2 Pro, I'd bring that. But I'd bring my Mavic Mini and I'd bring my Evo. I'd bring a big drone and a little tiny drone to throw in my backpack. Yeah, it's just amazing country. I mean, this is just part of it, you know. And most of you guys know this area here. Here, let me just go back here really quick. Let's get out of there. I want to show you something really quick. I want to look at Utah. I want to look at Monument Valley. That's actually, right there. There's that area. Now, that's what everybody equates to the Southwest right there. You watch any John Wayne movie, you watch any movie from back in the 50s, 40s and 50s, a cowboy movie. That scene's in just about every movie you want to see right there. So take your Skydio. You don't need a Skydio there. Well, obviously, yeah, you chase you around. Heck yeah, perfect for Skydio. So. But check that out. That's the kind of stuff, guys, this is the kind of stuff that Monument Valley is known for. Look at the twisted sandstone. Look at that. Isn't that just freaking killer? Just kill. Look at that. Guys, there's been more movies. McKenna's Gold, if you want to remember that one with Telly, who is it? Who is the actor with, not Telly Savalas. There's the other one with the bald head. Can't remember. Look at these photographs. That's just freaking killer. Yeah, unbelievable. There you go. And there's the one, probably one of the most famous vlogging pictures ever taken. This road here going to Monument Valley. People like to sit in the road and then they have their picture taken with their back looking that way. That's probably one of the cowboys and Indian stuff. Jet Martin, you could say that stuff. That's what we grew up with. We grew up with that right there. Right there. That stuff. So, all righty. Look at that. Oh, gosh. It's just this freaking views. Guys, can you imagine having a drone in these places? Could you imagine having a drone on freaking Dead Horse Point or any cool place? Look at that. Look at that freaking thing. So, just, could you imagine, the pictures you would get? So, bucket list stuff. Absolutely. All right. Guys, I started my stream a little early today. And I want to make my wife happy. I want to go hang up her whiteboard because she was a little bit upset with me because she asked me to hang up her whiteboard, and I've been really busy. I've been throwing up all kinds of lumber this week, and she was on vacation and doing whitewater rafting, and of course, I want to make her happy every second of the day, So I'm going to go throw up that. Look at those photographs. Look at that. Look at this thing. Guys, only in the Southwest you get pictures like that. Look at that rock. Isn't that just cool stuff? Check that out. Could you imagine doing an orbit around that with your Evo 2 or your Mavic Mini for that matter? I don't know if the Mavic Mini, that's probably 700 or 800 feet high. So, all right, guys. Yep. Look at that. Look at this. Talk about cool photographs. So, oh man, there it is right there. We'll just leave we'll leave the American flag up. Yeah. Hey guys, appreciate you popping in. I think it is time to basically close her down. I really appreciate the comments. If you do guys remember, if you do have an idea of what I should call the bar shed, okay, I do need your input. Let me just go ahead and put that screen up here. I just want to make sure you guys can on here. Let's put it back here. It is the big build. Let's see if I get I just want to put right there. That's what I want to freeze it on. Hold on here. The big build, yes. That's all I could call it right now is the big build. So I'm trying to find the freeze frame here for that. There it is right there. So I'm giving away a Moment 5. See that little camera? It's a fun little camera. And I will give that camera to the person I choose the name for the bar shed. So, and this is the camera here. Let me go ahead and show it to you. It's a nice little camera. It's a fun little camera. It does have a touchscreen. It has comes with 3 batteries and a USB-C charger. Can you imagine this thing has USB-C, but my Evo 2 doesn't? It does require a waterproof case, you know, but it has all the original stickers still on it. Let me see if I can get it out of here. But this is the camera right here. Just a little fun camera. I think it does turn on here. Let me double check here. Let's get it turned on. There it is right there. And it does have an active touchscreen. The touchscreen is very good. So it works really good. So very, very, very good. This is a 4K 60 and it does have single 20 megapixel pictures. Takes 20 megapixel shots and it has optical stabilization. So very, very good. And then you can check, let's see, there's different photo resolutions. Let's see, let's go to that and then go to, let's see here, go there. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember how to do the touchscreen stuff. Oh, there it is. There's the video mode. I just want to switch it to video mode. Okay. Anyway, you got the point. But nice little camera. It's probably, I don't know, it just depends on what site you go to. It's probably got $150. It's full of accessories, got a whole bucket of accessories. It's just a fun little camera. It was sent to me by these guys. They did give this to me, Vantop. I did do a review for their dash cam, which I do have in my truck. I do use their dash cam. So have a lot of fun with that. But Moment 5C. Never a dull moment. It says 4K 60 video, 20 megapixels, 6-axis image stabilization, 170-degree field of view, touchscreen, and 100-foot water. But fun. You bring it to Hawaii or wherever the heck you're going to go. Strap it to your freaking drone. Fly it into a cliff, and you're not gonna break the bank. So anyway. All right. So. But you can have you can get that thing, and like I said, it will go to the person that I do finally name the bar shed after. So you name the shed, you get the camera. It's as simple as that. I don't care if you're in New Zealand or you're in England. I really don't care. I'm going to pick the name based upon the good name, not based upon where you live, so I can save myself postage. Guys, I already got the camera for free, so all I'm out is some postage. So. Alrighty. All right. Later, guys. Have a good one. Really appreciate you dropping in. And you know that it's that time. It's that time. It's that time. And we should probably start the chill beats and head on out. All right. Make like a baby and head out. All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Love you guys. Be safe. Don't get sick because COVID's still out there. All right. And I'm not trying to spread rumors. I guess it still is. I haven't been sick, but hopefully you don't get sick.